So we were doing some essay yesterday. I think some heated debate, discussions, arguments happened. Anybody attending who did not attend yesterday's class? Okay, Rajkumar and Asha. You are not there, no? Yesterday's class? You are not. Okay. There are two students who haven't attended yesterday's class, but they are attending today. What was the topic? Life is a journey between human being and being human. Life is a journey between being human, a human being, and being human. That's what we had spoken yesterday. Acha, some questions. Yesterday we in the discussion I told you the journey between human being to being humane, it happens as a result of choice, right? And that choice is as a result of either experience, experience, a feeling of guilt, motivation, spiritual learning. I said the journey between human being and being humane is based on one factor which we all told, choice, and this choice is a direct result of one experience, yes, experience, motivation, okay, motivation, guilt, a sense of guilt, and spiritual learning. Acha, ठीक है. It means that somewhere you are accepting that in the absence of choice we cannot transform ourselves from human being to being human. Yes, this is what we are trying to say. Yes or no? Are yes or no? Yes. Now, is there a difference between human being and being human? Not humane. Human and humane, two different dimensions. Okay, E letter add cheyangane meaning maripoyi. Now I am asking you, is there a difference between human being and being human? What is that? If so, then what is the difference between being human and being humane? Now question ardhamayinda? You are very good at confusing, sir. You have started the session also with a good confusion. The confusion is, my question is there a difference between human being humane? If yes, then what is the difference between being human and being humane? Is my question. You all agree that there is a difference? Yes, no? It is basically more or less a physical expression, anthropoid expression. Anthropoid ante anything which represents human, physical human form, anthropoid expression. Okay, so I would say physical expression, human being, so that you can distinguish. He is a monkey, he is a physical expression. Okay, he is a dog, he is a cat. Now, in being human, what is coming? Is the physical expression absent? No, it is present. It means something beyond physical expression. Now, if there is something beyond physical expression, what is that? Emotion. Okay, having emotion. In this, everything will come: pain, sorrow, happiness, everything will come. Okay. Anything else? That's all. Only emotion. Physical plus emotion. Approach ante response అని చెప్పనా పోనీ, is better word to use. Responsive. Okay, what else? Anything else? That's all. deserving, discerning, ability to discern, judgmental, right and wrong, okay, discerning, the ability to discern, DISCERN, పెద్ద పదం వాడింది పాప, గట్టిగా రాసుకోండి, ఓకే, discern, having life in a physical body, మనోడు ఇంకో గీట దాటేసాడు, life in a physical body, okay, understood. You said human being denotes only a physical form, while being human denotes other than physical form, along with physical form, some dimensions which are reflected in the personality of an individual. All agree? Now, what differentiates being human and being humane? Ikkada emundi the difference? What is the difference between these two dimensions now? What makes you humane above being just human, being human? What is that that will tell he is not only being human, he is humane? What is that?
Ability to act upon the sense of
Emotion undante, okay, he is saying acting on these dimensions, but indulo kuda undali kada avi, they should be there in these also, no? Just intensity, okay, she says one word is intensity of these factors, okay, I will say increased and more positive intensity, increased and more positive intensity, increased and also positive intensity. What else? Ability to decipher the consciousness, discovery of consciousness. Can I say active conscience? Can I use the word active conscience? Active conscience. Okay. What else? Huh? Relating with nature, being humane. Active conscience में आ जाएगा. The conscience can be active towards other fellow beings, towards nature, towards animals, plants, everything. That one thing which is distinctly missing here, what will be here? No. Being humane, suffering. You said ability to discern the right and wrong, but when you are humane, you feel the pain of others, you feel the suffering of others. It means you have a deeper sense of understanding of certain emotions which are painful, See, that's what I told now. When you start from your hostel to come to the class, you come across so many people. Till the time you reach here, maybe you will come across say 1,000 people, but do you remember all of them? No. But you saw one lady who is sitting every day there, who is begging for her food every day. So that presence of that lady, every day you are coming, one sudden day you did not see her. Subconsciously your mind is thinking, what happened to that lady? If you are human being, over a period of time, maybe 2-3 days, that thought will go out. If you are being human, maybe 10-15 days that thought will go out. But if you are humane, you will try to inquire what happened to that lady. That's the difference. What he said, acting upon your emotions. That's the where you define a boundary. It is not only having an emotion, acting upon that emotion to bring a positive change in somebody else's life, not me. Maybe she, one motorcycle came, hit her, she has been taken to some government hospital. You came to know. You try to go to that hospital, visit her, maybe give her some fruits, console her or take care of her in some dimensions. So what you have done, you have elevated yourself from just a human being to being human and also to become humane. So this is where the journey is started. Life is a journey between human being and being humane. So when this journey started, you understood the essence of life. You understood the essence of life. Understand? You will not see, always remember, not everybody has been designed to become humane. Not everybody is designed by the nature to be humane. Not everybody. Believe me. See, परमार्थ जीवन का यही है. See, philosophy, see, frankly speaking, this is not philosophical essay, it is an abstract essay. हम नाम दे रहे हैं philosophy के. If it is purely philosophical essay, you should give author's perspective. Understand this. What we are trying to learn is in technical terms not a philosophical essay. If you have to write a philosophical essay, you have to write the author's perspective. And 20 साल की उम्र में तुमसे कौन philosophy पे पूछ सकता है यार? He is out of his mind. Buddha did not got enlightenment when he was in his early ages, teenagers. After certain amount of time passed, right? And maybe in his case it was little early. Maybe in your case little late, after 80 or 90 or 100 maybe. Understand this. So we cannot ask you to be thinking philosophically at the age of 20. It is idiotic. So understand, in some dimensions, though people are telling that it is philosophical essay, in real terms it is not a philosophical essay, it is an abstract essay. So you have to think on abstract dimensions and bring some philosophical dimensions to it, that's all. Believe me, none of you can write a philosophical essay, because if you have to write philosophy, it has to be having the support of an author's opinion. अगर 20 philosophers है in the world, it means every word that you will write in an essay should be his word or her word. You cannot write your own word. So it means technically it is not a philosophical essay, it is an abstract essay. But लोगों ने start किया कि philosophical essay, it is not. It is not. ठीक है? Let's not get into the technicality. But understand, did I use any author's name here? No. I am giving my own expression of the journey that is happening. When I said here you were not worried about that old lady who was sitting on the road every day. Here it's not that you are not worried. It was there in the subconscious mind for 2-3 days, but suddenly it went off. 2-3 days के बाद. Here 8 to 10 days. It was there for a longer period, considerably, comparatively. But here it did not even stay in your mind. You even acted on it. Now tell me, why you acted? Because you felt there was a pain in her existence in that form, shape and size. Yes or no? If it was somebody celebrating Holi when you came to this institute, will you remember tomorrow, day after? No, because it is an event of happiness. That registration of that will be short-lived. Because it is a painful sight that you are seeing every day, it reminds you, provided you are a humane person. Provided. That's why I said, not everybody is designed by the nature to be humane. Is it possible to have a society where everybody is humane? No, it's not. Understand, there are only few souls, I am using the word soul, who understand the value of being humane. If you do not understand the value of being humane, there is no motivation. You only said no. You only said no. So it means there is a choice. But when I say it is a choice, it means not everybody is exercising this choice. It means not everybody has the capacity to understand the importance of this choice. Yes or no? Understand this. So when you are talking about life is a journey from being human being to being humane. So you need to understand the difference between human being, difference between being human and difference between being humane. So being human being we said physical form, being human we said physical form plus certain emotional dimensions, responsive dimensions. When I said being humane, either the intensity would have increased or your willingness to act upon these emotions would have come into play. Yes or no? Are you with me or not?
Yes, sir.
With me? Okay. Anything anybody wants to ask in this? Ha, Swati.
What is difference between realization and experience?
Difference between, now she is testing me. I like it. See, forgive me if the spelling is wrong. ఒక్క నిమిషం. Yeah. Please, Suhan, come. Anybody? Which is a higher form of being? See, for example, I am just taking a situational example, don't take it otherwise. Okay? If I scold her for coming late in the class, situational example, take it, just that you are a victim. Okay? She experienced कि सर ने फालतू में मेरा नाम लिया क्लास में. Does he not understand मुझे बस पकड़ के आना है, ट्रैफिक है, केसीआर रोज एक धरना करता है. Understand? Now, if she stops there, she just experienced that I took her name for a wrong purpose in the class. If she realizes, she will account for that half an hour which has got late for various reasons and start a little early from the house to reach the class on time, come no matter what. It means in the first case she stopped only at experiencing. In the second state she realized that come what may, I have to come to the class on time. Rupiya, समझ में आ रहा है? You look disturbed. What happened?
No, sir. Actually, this e-boy happened and I have to get this.
Okay. You're okay now? Okay. Now, tell me which is an elevated state of being? Realization. Now tell me, your parents scold you every day, including me. Hello, including me. Be happy now. Okay. When your parents are scolding every day, are you not experiencing that guilt? Somewhere deep in the heart, ఏదో సౌండ్ వస్తుంది, రే రోజు తిట్లు వింటున్నావు అవసరం అరా నీకు అని. But is the realization coming to everybody? No. Why? Why? Everybody is experiencing guilt. నాన్న రోజు తింటున్నప్పుడే తిడుతున్నాడు, నిన్ను గాడిదిలా మేయడం తప్పితే నువ్వు ఎందుకు పనికిరావు. Yes or no? It means you are experiencing guilt, you are experiencing shame and some kind of discomfort. But why that realization is not coming? What do I do? He is saying he is used to it, like me. Acha, what is stopping from that realization being happening? What is stopping? What is stopping you from realizing I should get up and do something now?
We are not thinking about our mistake.
The intensity we take to our heart.
Lightly. Let's finish the biryani. Then over a cup of tea or something, we'll think what is to be done. Okay. Responsibility unda leda? Lack of responsibility.
Maybe he's thinking what he's doing is right.
Okay. In what she said, valid point. रुपया एकदम से emotions बाहर आ गए. हाँ? रुपया connected to her situation. Very well.
Every time you be scolding for same reason only.
Same reason only. And you are now feeling comfortable with that reason.
Not because I have shifted here, he's not calling that much.
Okay, good. Chalo, some respite to you. Good. You are happy with that?
Not
Not
much.
much.
I miss that.
You miss that also. అంటే అవి కూడా మిస్ అవుతున్నావు. See, understand the difference in these two is again coming because of again one word. Understand this. Any change that has to come, it has to come through a choice. If there is no choice, see, is anybody who is forced to sit in this class? వాడు ఒక రోజు వస్తాడు, 2 రోజులు వస్తాడు, 3వ రోజు మానేస్తాడు. ఇంట్లో చెప్తాడు వెళ్తున్నాను సార్ అని చెప్తాడు. అంటే లైక్ ఆశా yesterday she did not come, but she would have told at home I am going to the class. She would have gone somewhere, that's different. But the point is, what is forcing you to come to the class every single day? Today is Raksha Bandhan, I wanted to take leave. Yesterday was also Raksha, 2 days festival. Thank the some grahalu. Okay. So understand, we had all the reasons not to come, but we came. Why? Because we chose to come. Because we chose to come. It means the journey between human being human or being humane is a choice that we make at every stage of the journey of our life. Are you with me or not? One slide I will show you. Please make a note what all dimensions we can open in the main body of this particular essay that we spoke. Life is a journey between. Now after this we will talk about life and journey. थोड़ा बात करूंगा, ठीक है? Not much. लाइफ के बारे में ज्यादा तुमसे बात नहीं करना चाहिए. हाँ, somebody is asking something? No. अच्छा, one more, when you write, but keep thinking about those dimensions. Main body में क्या क्या dimensions आ सकते हैं? Keep thinking. Everybody makes a choice, or maybe some people makes a choice, right? Is everybody successful who make a choice? No, right? Now, why success in this situation is with respect to being humane, not your IAS success. Hello, I am not interested in your IAS success. From this essay perspective, hello, I am very much interested in your IAS success, but don't make it an open statement. जाके मार्केट में बोलोगे सर ने बोला है एडमिशन हो गया, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन योर सक्सेस, ठीक है? प्लीज डोंट मेक दैट स्टेटमेंट. अच्छा ये बताओ, which is the most important dimension that you can write beautifully upon? Havada? Is it limited to action? कहाँ है रे? हाँ, is it limited to actions alone or goes beyond it? थोड़ा philosophy आ जाता है? Yes or no? Okay, we'll talk about it. Anybody else?
So why some choose, why others don't?
क्या बेटा?
Why some choose, why others don't?
Okay.
Like a debating.
Yes. A debate is coming. Like Karthik. Karthik has something else. Huh? He is always good. Yeedu durmargudu. The last one is the most important. What it takes to be a humane. Believe me, very difficult. Believe me. See, it is easy to preach. మీరే ఉంది సార్ క్లాస్ తీసేస్తారు అయిపోయింది, తర్వాత ఎస్సే రాయమని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ సాగు కొడతారు, ఆ పెన్ ఏమో కదలదు. ఎస్ సార్ నో? ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ యూ టు రైట్ ది స్ట్రక్చర్, బ్రెయిన్ స్టార్మింగ్ చేసి రమ్మన్నాను. 4-5 people I spoke to, they all said we did not sleep the whole night. If I tell you to write the entire essay, you will tell sir we have stopped sleeping ever since you have asked to write the essay. It takes something, no? It takes something. Understand that? Take. Chal. We will come back to this. Are we done? Are we done? Okay. See, I said life is a journey. We have discussed life is a journey between human being and being human. So So that human being human in some dimensions we have discussed. Life is a journey. In the essay I told you there are 4 catchwords: life, journey, being human and human being, right? These were the 4 catchwords that we identified yesterday. In this I said there are 4 catchwords. One is life, second is journey, third is human being, and fourth is being human. These were the 4 catchwords that we identified yesterday, and we said our essay will revolve around these 4 words, right? So we discussed this in some length yesterday and today also, in some length, not complete. Okay? Now my next line of thought is life is a journey. Now my question is, what is this word life and what is this journey? Journey, pehle will easier things will do first as a matter of rule. Journey. Acha, what are the factors in the journey? One is time factor, everybody will agree. One is a time factor. Are yes or no? One is a time factor. Any other factors in this journey? Health. I'll rephrase my good. I know you have come back, I know. One is time factor, the second is a phase factor. It means it may not happen abruptly. We all may not become Buddha overnight, though he became, because हमारे पास वो ट्री नहीं मिला. हम तो साला इमली के झाड़ के नीचे बैठे जिस पे शैतान रहता है, तो हम तो साला शैतान ही बनेंगे. Yes or no? So the other dimension is phase. It means, see, when you say being human and being humane, इसके बीच में भी phases होगा. Maybe somebody may stop at the first phase, somebody may stop after the 4th phase. If there are 10 phases, assumption, somebody may stop at the first phase, somebody may 4th phase, somebody 5th phase, very few 6 or 7, very few 8, 9 and 10. Yes or no? The 10 is a penultimate guy who understood being human is the ultimate thing. So it means that when I say journey, one is the time factor, second is the phase factor, which defines the depth also. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? And when I say journey, somebody used a word change. Believe me, in this world, the most difficult statement to gulp and digest is, you are wrong. Believe me, out of 4 decades of experience I am telling you, if somebody tells you that you are wrong, you know you are wrong, but you will still not take it, because you are not ready to accept that he has the capacity to tell that I am wrong. It is not the factor that you are wrong. No, you paki jaripayindi. Nee gurinchi nu chusko first. Because we are resisting change. Why? Why we are resisting change in this? Is it the lack of knowledge that I am wrong? No. What is it that is resisting change? Somebody used a word yesterday. Ego. Somebody used a word ego. It means if you have a strong ideology, yesterday Manikanteshwar used the word ideology, right? If you are ideologically strong person, is it easy to change you or difficult to change you? It is difficult to change you, right? If as a human being, first dimension, if you have a strong ideological built personality, is it difficult for you to become being human and being human? Is it difficult or easy? It is difficult because you have a strong personality, right? It means the change will come easily when your thought process is amenable. The thought process itself is amenable. Amenable means change, which can be changed with little effort. Okay, that's the idea. So when you are talking about journey, one is the pure time factor, second is the phase, which signifies the depth factor, and third is the change, which is basically the willingness factor. Yes or no? Now tell me, which is more static and which is more dynamic? out of the 3? Question is thoda tricky. Be with me. My question is, out of the 3, which is more static and which is more dynamic? More dynamic is change. Now tell me, what makes change more dynamic? You used a word just now, sometime before. It is the experience. See, generally what happens, when God has given you everything, nature, God, whatever you believe in, you give everything, you are high in ego. Suddenly that everything on which you are jumping vanishes. It takes this split of a second to ground somebody, right? That everything that you were jumping upon vanishes suddenly for any reason. Will it not bring a sudden change in your personality? Yes. It means the change part is probably the most dynamic. May not be in all the cases, but probably the most dynamic is a change which is coming out of experience and not motivation. Coming out of experience. If that change is coming out of spiritual learning or motivation, this change would be gradual. The change would be something like this. It will go change like this. But if it is an experience, the change would be like this. Understand? So why I am telling this dimension is, one part of your essay, small paragraph or maybe a page, can talk about this journey. Can talk about this journey. Are you with me or not? Abstract, anni pichi maatalu maatladali. What is abstract? Nonsense. Hello. Hey, na paru diyakandi. Google, what is abstract? What is abstract?
Something is spoken of but not
Which is perceived differently by different people. मोनालिसा पेंटिंग को देखे 20 लोग 20 तरह से सोच सकते हैं. Understand this. The beauty of abstractness is, see, this is where the psychometric test will come into play. I will show you a picture where there is a road, there is a diversion, one idiot is traveling in this direction. Lasya, what do you see in this picture? What is your understanding about this picture? Nobody will talk. Lasya, what is the understanding? What comes to your mind when I give you this picture and I ask you to write 2 lines about this picture? Don't describe there is a person in yellow color. No. I want what you see. First impression. What did you get? Somebody is on a journey. Okay. What else? Somebody is on a journey. Good. It means life is not static, it is moving. Okay. Somebody is on a journey. What else? What else you see? Tree etla draw cheyalo naku raadra. I am poor in drawing. If you laugh, I will kill you. The trees around, some wild animals, not tiger, deer and all. Imagine. What is your reading of the picture? Life is a journey. That's all.
He has 2 choices to choose.
Maybe there are many. It means she saw only the journey part, she saw the choice part. Maybe somebody got more intrigued by the nature part. It means personality to personality, abstract things may give different meanings. What is running in your mind it will look to you like that. It means what you see and perceive is nothing but the reflection of your thought. Nothing but the reflection of your thought is what abstract. The reason why I use the abstract word today for the first time in the class is these are all abstract essays. By seeing what is going on in your mind, he wants to know what kind of a person you are. Understand? Okay? Anybody? Somebody was asking something. So what is the meaning of abstract? Something, the same thing that can be perceived differently by different people based on their own perception, based on their own imagination, based on their own experiences, based on their own feelings, emotions. So abstractness. Okay. So when I say journey, the time factor, the phase factor, that is the depth, and also the change factor, which could be either gradual or it could be a sudden change. If it has to be a sudden change, it has to be out of an experience, bad experience, has to be out of a bad experience generally. Other than that, enlightenment instantly like Buddha, right? And if it is gradual, it is either as a result of motivation or spiritual learning, which will happen at a gradual phase. Are you with me or not? Now, the other dimension that is pending to be understood is the most difficult word to explain in the world, life. When you see this word life, what do you understand? In one dimension, it denotes being alive. In one dimension, it denotes being alive in physical form. Alive in physical form. Any other thing, when I say life, that comes to you, some thought or message or anything that comes to you. Swati. Happiness. Experience, basket of experiences. Manolu peda peda padalu. Basket of experiences. Okay. कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. Chance, opportunity. He is saying opportunity. Okay. Tanmay. Then Uma. Factor of time. Okay. जहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी होगा वहाँ चैलेंज भी होगा, है ना? अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑब्लिक चैलेंजेस. उमा. Okay, the presentness of life, like I am enjoying your class. अरे मेरी तारीफ मैं ना करूं, है ना? Like she is talking about the ability to be understand the value of presentness. Okay. Karthik.
Death is unexpected, so enjoy the life as a life.
Death is expected, don't say unexpected. It's only a matter of time. The only truth of life is death. Okay. Anybody else? Competition, opportunity, challenges, competition. Okay, survival. That's what you are trying to tell. Okay, good factor, survival. I'll talk about two dimensions. So beautifully will come out of this board. Thoughts. Okay. Thoughts. Anybody else? Uncertainty. Challenges के बगल में uncertainty लिख लेते हैं यहीं पे. Uncertainty. Relations. कौन था ये? Relations. Okay. Relations. Good. opportunity, challenges, relations, responsibilities, promotion, huh? Emotions, okay, relations, emotions, values. अच्छा ये बताओ, two factors I am trying to bring out of all these points that you have given. One factor, whatever you spoke about, they are centered around a individual. All the, did I design it? It came naturally. It means they are all centered around an individual. And the second thing, if you have noticed, everything is subject to change. Everything is subject to change. It means it is yes or no? Everything, you tell me what is not subject to change, including this. Close by. Yes or no? Two things came out so beautifully on the board naturally. When we tried to talk about life, we were more individualistic in understanding the life. And two, knowingly or unknowingly, we never understood that it is dynamic. It means in life nothing is static. Your hate for somebody, your likingness for somebody, your choices, your emotions, your feeling for somebody, everything is dynamic. It means the only thing that is constant in your life is change. Yes or no? And now when I am saying there is a journey, and if you have seen every dimension, again change has come. It means even if you do not progress from human being to being human to being humane, still you will undergo change. Maybe within the realm of only this you may change. Maybe within this only you may change. The real change comes when from this you become this. Now you understood the essence of the essay. He is trying to touch upon certain dimensions which are abstract to dwell upon and try to extract a definite answer from it. So this is where he is testing how you look at life. Are you a person who finds opportunities, rises to the occasion? Are you a person you are ready to face a challenge? Are you a person who is static, doesn't want to change? So indirectly he is wanting to know who you are. That's what I said, the first paragraph. He is wanting to know who you are and show him a positive shade of your personality. Right? So when we are writing an essay of life is a journey between human being and being humane, we are talking about all the factors that we have spoken about either in the journey factor or in the understanding of your life factor. And the bigger questions come, when the bigger questions come, the bigger question comes what it takes to undertake that journey. What it takes to undertake that journey. I said it is dependent on one word that we spoke yesterday also, is choice. Yes or no? We spoke about this word choice. Now what influences your choice? We spoke experience, motivation and other things, and we also said they are driven by certain experiences, motivation, spiritual learning and everything. Now tell me, does everybody get the same scope of change? No. What defines that change in the scope? Amount of wealth. One is resistance, the acceptance to change. One that defines that change, one is the acceptance to change. Huh? Can I say in the first place, more than before acceptance, what will come in change? The need, the realization that there is a need to change. After that only the acceptance comes. First is the realization that there is a need to change. Believe me, and this need is dependent on what? This need comes out of some kind of struggle or what is it? Abstract thinking. I am telling you, you have to think. So this is where you try to bring the abstract thinking element to your answer. When you said yes, it's talking about the change. If you see the thesis statement kya hoga? Should be based on change. The thesis statement of this entire essay should be based on change, something changing, yes or no? Understand this. When you try to write an essay, the thesis statement, main idea, life is a journey between human being and being humane. The main idea is change. The main idea is not you everybody becoming Buddha. No, that's not the main idea. The main idea is, are you willing to change? Yes or no? Are yes or no? Okay? Chalo. Good. I have confused you enough so that this was the essay. Yesterday we read this. We read this introduction to the essay. There is nothing on earth as divine as the virtue of humanity. Who told? This fellow Dalai Lama told. Then I spoke about something. Then I said we are born as humans in this worldly existence. Worldly existence, physical form. Worldly existence, physical form. But the choice for being humane is a conscious one. What she was trying to talk about, consciousness, conscience. It means you take a conscious decision to change based on a choice. Based on a choice. So that is where I am trying to say the change and consciousness is forcing you to take a choice that I as a person wants to change. Now, एक और discussion, just 1 minute, 2 minutes I will talk. Now tell me, the probability of a teenager or a person in 20s to feel this is more, or a person in his 50s or 60s to change feels more. थोड़ा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है, सोच के आंसर, सोचो, think for 10-15 seconds and then answer. You have to give a reason why you feel so. 20 to 30. The thought, the idea that I need to change comes more to a teenager or to an elderly person. I can hear chorus of teenager. I can hear the chorus of teenager. Anybody who does not agree? Okay, Jeevan, Lokeshwar, Asha, 2 sisters, they don't agree. Okay, why? What do you feel? Okay, it depends on the. So he is saying, sir, you cannot generalize this. He feels you cannot generalize this, it depends on the personality of a person. If a teenager is ideologically strong, difficult to change. If an elderly person is liberal mind, maybe easy to change. Okay, yes, taken. Why? you feel old person. I am talking purely from the perspective of being human, not otherwise normal regular change in your life. I am not interested in that.
For elderly, the exposure factors.
Exposure factor, okay. One difference she asked. What? Realization factor. See, the realization of worldly existence, does it come at 20s? No. Why it is coming only at 50s and 60s? Experience leading to realization. Now tell me, if after a age the experience is leading to realization, then the willingness to change is coming then more or now more? Obviously then more. It means this dimensional change, this particular dimensional change is more probable in older generation. अरे सुन रहे हो कि नहीं? Yes or no? Is it good or bad? Uma, you can very much have. You have every right to be different.
I think it's bad, sir.
It is bad.
We
Why?
don't have that much energy in that time.
To bring a change.
Yes, that much.
Maybe that change will limit to your own self.
Yes.
Because the present generation is not ready to accept it. But the real change should come. Confused out. Listen. Lasya, I know. उसके expression से पता चल जाता है मेरे को, ठीक है? That I have to repeat. See, I told, in the worldly existence when you are in your 20s, you are experiencing but not realizing. When you crossed a certain age in your 50s and 60s, based out of that cumulative experiences, you started realizing. ఊరికే పరిగెట్టా ఉద్యోగం అని చెప్పేసి, కెరియర్ అని చెప్పేసి, అమ్మాయి అని చెప్పేసి, పిల్లలని చెప్పేసి, ఇల్లు అని చెప్పేసి, దిస్ ఆల్ వేస్ట్. I should have dedicated my life for something else. That realization came. So that realization drove him in the dimension of being more humane. This happened at a later stage of his life. As she says, because this happened at a later stage of your life, your ability to change others was not that effective, though you changed effectively. It means the change is limited to an individual only. But if this entire world has to change, this idiot was supposed to change. Because he or she at 20s has the capacity, health, courage and all to change in the entire journey of experiences. But he was not ready to change because still he is undergoing the worldly pleasures. So if a change comes at a later stage, that change is restricted to an individual. But if a change comes early, like Buddha, he will try to change the entire world. So now tell me, is it good that the change should come before or after? Before, so that this entire change can be spread to the world. So whenever the philosophers, so-called philosophers, they try to convey something, their target audience was not Buddha party, no. Their target audience was youth. If you remember, Socrates was punished for corrupting the minds of the youth. Understand how philosophy is connecting. He was punished for corrupting the mind of youth and was poisoned to death. Because the people who were controlling, they understood if the youth changed based on his teachings, my ability to command an enlightened youth is difficult. Understand this. If you want to rule somebody, ensure that he remains dumb. If he becomes enlightened, it is difficult to rule. Yes or no? So what the people who control the people, they never want the people to be enlightened. They always want the people to be dumb, so that they can progress on their dumbness. That's why Karl Marx said, religion is the opium of masses. Because the moment the people will come out of the influence of opium, they will realize what is happening around. The moment they realize what is happening around, because their consciousness will tell this is wrong, the moment they start questioning, ek goli aur khila do opium ki, which is made of religion. So again for 20 years he is sleeping. 5 terms. Understand this. So how people have used this dimension to control power in the world. So understand this. Why philosophy is not taught to you at a young age? Because people do not want you to become enlightened. Because the moment you become enlightened, you start questioning. Understand this. The parents also does not want you to become enlightened in some dimensions very early, because you will start questioning their misdemeanor or misbehavior. So they also want you to remain dumb only. Are you with me or not? Understand this time. I am not saying all your parents are good. Just for the sake of example, I am making this statement. Okay? Ha. Anybody? Some just read through it. Read through it. Some dimensions, what I felt, I wrote. But the slide that I gave you, what all dimensions can be opened up, you can write a beautiful essay from that dimension. I want you to along with choice, one more word that you can construct your essay along is bhavam, what you feel. What you feel. Yad bhavam tat bhavati. Yad bhavam tat bhavati. Okay? See, we generally tend to forget good times and remember bad times. One bad experience in your life, it remains with you. Why? No.
You're more connected to it.
No.
Experience.
Why? Why good things you are not really? Your dad used to give you dairy milk chocolate every day. You forgot it. One day he slapped you. One day he slapped you. You did some mischief at home. You know, one day, only one day in his entire life he slapped you. You remember? Nana appudu kottavu nannu. Are roju dairy milk ichchanu ra. Average 20 rupees dairy milk pettukunna 600 rupees per month, 12 6 48, 4800, calculate. But you remembered that slap. Why? Somebody said something. The expectation was not there that you will do it. It means you made that person feel something he did not expect. Yes or no? Your mother might be beating you every day. You don't remember that because it was a common factor. Maybe you remember the day, Amma aa roju Raksha Bandhanu nannu kottaledu. Understanding? Why? Something became common, it got eroded from your memory, something became exceptional, got imprinted in your memory. Why? Because it made you feel different. So understand how and what, because that difference will have an effect on your personality. If that feel is very different, painful, that will make you start thinking to be something else from something else. ठीक है? अरे समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? गुड, थोड़ा बहुत मेरे को भी आ रहा है. Just see the dimension. Dimension in this paragraph I am trying to talk about the dimension of connecting with the world. Dimension of connecting with the world, which was missing in your explanation of life. Which was missing in your explanation of life. Willingness to respect the existence of others. Did you anybody make a statement related to life? No. Your thought of life centered around own self, right? Willingness to respect the existence of others, acceptance of the universal and natural truth, being responsible for the world around, considerate of the substance which gives the essential meaning to something, ability to understand the sufferings and misfortune of others, doing away with inflicting any pain and putting a civilizing effect on with whom or which we have direct or indirect involvement, make humans humane. एक क्वेश्चन था ना, what makes us humane? This is what makes you humane. And out of all, the most important word is considerate of the substance which gives the essential meaning to something. इस पूरे पैराग्राफ का मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लेटर है, वर्ड और सेंटेंस है, which all of you missed. Considerate of the substance which gives the essential meaning to something. Can anybody tell me what is this sentence? What it is talking about? Uma? Jeevan, anybody? Considerate of the substance which gives the essential meaning to something. When you understand other people also have emotions. When you understand, if I do something wrong to Tanmay, she will feel bad. She is made of emotions. She is made of emotions. He is made of emotions. Understand? I give no review. Most useless answer written ever. At times, I am forced to give. Yes, कौन बोला रे? Asha? At times I am forced to give. Why? Because I want to make you feel that I deliberately want to touch upon some dimensions of your thought process. So, being considerate of the substance, a human is made of, what are we made up of other than the physical existence? If I remove the physical form, what are you? If I remove the physical form of Tanmay, what is she? Thoughts, emotions, any other word? See, when I am saying Suhana, if I remove the physical part of Suhana, what Suhana is? Emotions and thoughts. What else? Huh? We will not get into that. No, knowledge. No. What are you made up of? Please tell the class before they declare you as something else.
Collection of memories.
Memories, okay, taken. One more dimension. We tell no, when we like somebody, he is a good soul. Deep inside. Good soul. Now tell me, just ponder, just a question to ponder. Is it the soul that is reflecting a personality or the physical form that is reflecting personality? Physical form that is reflecting personality is what she is saying. Now, if it is physical form that is reflecting personality, is it the body that is what you call feeling the pain? Are you trying to tell that? If that be the case, when you are dead, if you are burnt, you are not shouting, no? Come again? अच्छा रुक जाओ एक मिनट. You said it is the body that is feeling pain. Hello. She said it is the body that is feeling pain and agony. The moment you touch something, wow, very good. But once you are declared dead, I am putting you under a furnace. You are not shouting. Why? You should shout, no? If then the pain is of body or soul? Suddenly why changed?
Earlier thing not all.
Huh?
Body dimension was set by 1%.
Body dimensions are set by one person. क्या बोलो? क्या क्या फिर से बोलो? Body dimensions?
सर अंदर चॉकलेट करो सर. हाँ सर. बॉडी का
ये philosophy है, that's these questions have not been able to answer till now. That's why I said unanswered questions. That's why I said unanswered questions. Have you ever experienced anybody dying in your hands? Have you ever experienced anybody?
Not person, a small bird.
Person. Evaru? Pednan. What did you feel that moment when he died? The stone fellow.
First we get shocked.
हाँ जीवन, हाँ बायोलॉजिकल आंसर देगा ये साला. हाँ बोल डॉक्टर साहब.
Spine chilling.
हाँ
Spine chilling.
He's giving a technical answer. See, the body temperature drops in a way instantly, and you tend to feel more heaviness of that person. Heaviness of that person. Suddenly why? The body weight was same. The body weight was same when you were holding him still alive, maybe 5 seconds to death. 5 seconds afterwards, suddenly the body becomes heavy. Why? The self-control and the body misses, so it becomes just a lump of mass. That's where you suddenly start feeling the heaviness. It means something was controlling the body during life. Yes or no? So, when you are talking about humaneness, whatever you spoke about humaneness, understand the idea is also here to talk about not only the physical existence. Why I brought that dimension is you also need to talk a little about, ज़्यादा नहीं, but a reference, passing reference to the dimension of soul also. ठीक है? See, it is still debatable. Science has still not been able to prove. Some nonsense videos are there कि soul weighs 22 grams, 21 grams, but science has still not been able to prove it. ठीक है? That soul does exist, what is the weight of the soul and all those things are still under scientific evaluation. ठीक है? So let's not get into that dimension. Was this the next slide to be seen? What is he saying? Why this sentence came here? Why after this sentence this quote came here? Why this quote came here? Revenge. The dimension of revenge. While it is human to seek revenge, it is divine to forgive. That's what we say, no? The divine revenge is much more strong than human revenge. Believe me. If your pain is real, if your suffering is real, if you can gather the courage to forgive that person and leave it to the divine to take care of it, believe me, the divine revenge will be much more harsher than you can even imagine also. Yes or no? Anybody felt it? Anybody experienced it? I mean felt it ka matlab? You felt you forgave somebody who did harm to you and the nature took its time to give him a lesson, him or her, whatever. Anybody? Can they share if it is not personal? No? Now tell me, अच्छा philosophy की बात करते हैं. Do you really feel that was a divine revenge? Yes? Yes? If you were such a divine person, why that person did something wrong to you? If you were such a divine person, the same divinity should have ensured that you do not come across that person in your life. Hello, थोड़ा philosophy की बात हो रही है. If you are such a divine person, the same divinity should have ensured that you do not come across that person in your life. But the same divinity also ensured that you cut across that person. Why? Experience. The elevation of an individual cannot happen without an experience. Believe me this. If you have to be a person of a higher stature emotionally, psychologically, you should have experienced some dimensions. When you grow up, when your son starts dating a girl, something goes wrong. अरे चलता रहता है, your mother is 18th girlfriend. Yes or no? Now tell me, अभी इतना seriously मत लो example को. Now tell me, if you did not go through that experience, will you not succumb to your son's issue? If you are not there as a support to him, will he not tremble? What made him stand is your experience. So that is when you try to understand couple of words in an essay. He is talking about that experience of not taking revenge. In both the dimensions he is bringing that. Do not take your own pain as an excuse to inflict pain on somebody else. This is his learning in that ride with that monk when he travelled. The book yesterday I spoke about, Breakfast with Buddha. This fellow, when he drove with him over a period of time of couple of hours of drive, complete materialistic fellow, complete altruistic fellow, both go on a drive in the same car. Just see imagine the discussion. Completely materialistic fellow, altruistic fellow, 700 miles going. What kind of discussions would have happened? What kind of inferences he would have drawn? Yes or no? Because somebody is talking out of experience, somebody is a novice, an early person, a small person. Understand this difference. And the same guy, another big guy, who spoke about so many other dimensions, which is blank. Life is at times blank also. Main body starts where dimension of inner connect. I am trying to bring some dimensions. That was connect with the world. This is inner connect, where I am saying life is a collection of experience. Believe me, life is a collection of experiences, journey, learnings, phase of highs and lows. Phases, you remember? Phase of highs and lows. But what accomplish as human beings is a desire for humaneness and indomitable faith in that. One is the desire, second is the faith. If you do not believe in being human, you will never be human. The faith will come with, initially it will not come. Initially it is all about Apple Watch and Apple phone and iMac and Mac and all, right? Then gradually you will realize you become bonded to them. Gradually you will realize you became bonded to them. That faith in not possessing them came through journey. Understand this. Understand this. Okay. Then, so this is what life is, which begins as a human being on earth and evolves through the realization of collective human consciousness of belongingness and transformation from human being to being human. Thoda difficult hai, but try to go through it. And the learning dimension, very important. The realization, so-called realization that we spoke. It is rare to find a human being who is compassionate, well-meaning and kindly by birth. What does it mean? We learn all these qualities by socialization over a period of time, because we are born with animal instinct. दो बच्चों को छोड़ दो, एक बिस्किट दो, they'll be each other, they'll fight like anything for that biscuit. The same I give both of you, maybe they'll break and eat. What brought this difference in the fight? It is the socialization effect that brought the change. अगर इन दोनों को ले जाके दो अलग अलग जंगल में डाल देता, ये भी 20 साल की हो जाती, ये भी 20 साल की हो जाती, सडनली एक रूम में लाके छोड़ देता और एक सेम बिस्किट देता, probably she would have killed her or she would have killed her. Yes or no? Why that killing instinct came? Because it is a basic human instinct. Basic human instinct. Okay? Now, being humane is a virtue. Cultivating any virtue takes many years of hard work to bring it to practicing, or usually remains a lifelong effort. Usually remains a lifelong effort. Since the world is highly dynamic, characterized by constant, irrelevant and uneven changes. That is the reason why it will become a lifelong effort. Understand the dimension what he is trying to tell you. What detests the change? What stops the change from happening? Ironically, connector. Ironically, the circumstances of such a materialistic world force human beings to err, commit mistake, erring, though they are not necessarily bad at being human. That's what I told. Being human is not bad, but as a matter of fact, being human entails living with the better qualities of humankind. For example, warm heartedness. तुमने emotions की बात की थी, right? So being human is also not bad, but what is deterring is the materialistic world force. The human beings tend to err. Ego. I am the best. Nobody before me, nobody after me. I am the best. So in this materialistic world force, what is driving your materialism is the sense of pride, ego, that I am the best. I can only get the first rank. Believe me, it can so happen. If say for example 2024 you get all India first rank. If I make you write 2025, high probability you may fail the prelim stage only. High probability. I am not saying definitely it will happen, but the probability is very, 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 very high that you will fail the prelim stage. Why it happens? Because this will set in. And the ability to undergo certain amount of struggle will go down drastically. Others who have not seen success, their ability to undergo pain remains higher and higher. They will beat you. Understand this logically. Another dimension, jump from human to humane. How it is happening? Is being humane? With the characteristic of an anthropoid, a human being can be human far short of being humane. It means if I take typically the physical dimension in the initial stages, you are far short of being humane. Why you are far short? Because you are designed by the nature not to be humane. This you learn over a period of time. We assume that the human side reflects the better qualities of humanity, but what we experience more is the state of being human. The state of being human is something which all humans live, as it is just about natural human nature. Then what will bring this change? It is only the collective enlightenment can make human nature parallel or equivalent to human understanding and values. Human nature is not a jump away from being humane, it is a journey of sensible steps. Very, very important, make a note of this. This can be your thesis statement also. It is not a jump from human being to being humane, it is a journey of sensible steps which have to be great in number and chosen in accordance with wisdom as times go by. Nothing can be better than this thesis statement. Write as it is. one word got added. Wisdom. Is wisdom innate or acquired? Acquired? Largely acquired. Okay. Innate means by birth. Innate means by birth. INNATE. Innate means by birth. Acquired means over a period of time we acquire. So beautifully it is saying it is a journey of sensible steps. He is adding sense to it. It is a journey of sensible steps which have to be great in number. It means it will take time. And chosen in accordance with wisdom as time goes by. Understand this. Wisdom, based on wisdom. The desire to change is driven by wisdom and not by revenge, and not by hatred, and not by a sense of pride, but through wisdom. So understand this dimension of your essay. The process, how this change might happen. This journey of sensible steps, first of all, takes cognizance of the process of doing something, which means our actions. How our actions affect others should be our primary objective to be taken care of while performing your action. They should not intrude on a person's respectful life and have an adverse effect on intergenerational and intragenerational equity. This is what I was talking about your parenting. Understand, it should be not driven by something which cannot be controlled. It should be sensible steps. Whatever action you take, it should either have a positive effect, if not positive, maybe a neutral effect on somebody's personal life. And it should not have a definitely adverse effect on intergenerational, means one generation to other generation, intragenerational, between within a generation. It should not have any adverse effect. Can anybody give an example here? Yeah? Intra में दो. Any action of your generation that may have an adverse effect on intragenerational dimension.
The method of treating a boy and a girl at the same time.
Okay, good. The variation in the upbringing in boy and girl. Good. Anything else? Any other example? Very good example. Good. Huh?
Treating the poor and rich.
Come again.
Treating the powerful and less powerful.
Trading.
Treating.
The powerful and less powerful. Okay. So if in your presence, if more powerful people are treated with respect, less powerful are treated with disrespect, you turn to learn that as an action, as a acceptable action. Okay, good. Labor. Okay. Any example I want you to give? Tanmay. There was this case, no? The Juvenile Justice Act amendment, minors involved in heinous crimes. Yes or no? If a minor is involved in heinous crime, despite of the fact it is a heinous crime, because it is a juvenile, he is a juvenile, minor less than 18 years, he should be judicially dealt with separately as a minor. This is our rule book. But what it has done, it has started raising questions that if a minor is involved in heinous crimes, should we not treat him as a major? Because it is having an adverse effect on intragenerational equity. It is having an adverse effect on intragenerational equity. Understand this. Thoda depth hai, but try to be there. So whatever we do, it needs to be done or felt and thought in response to a condition which makes the world more livable place. Development by humans does not necessarily mean human development. Good statement. Development by humans does not necessarily mean human development. With experience only, we understand what is right or wrong and what really contributes to human growth and advancement. So anything that does not contribute to human growth and advancement should not be in the first place called development. It means we should not be only aligned towards materialistic development, we should be aligned towards human development, okay, which is based on right and wrong and what really contributes to the human growth and advancements. This is what the author is trying to talk about the essay. Okay? I am just writing a way forward. Jump from human to human mein. Our perception forms an idea of the extent of something experienced and we regard, understand and interpret in a particular way. If our aim is to become rich anyhow, we don't mind others becoming the poor owing to our intense desire. There is no harm in becoming rich, but if you are kind hearted, we definitely take others also along with us. No fortune works here. This is tough and about the gradual development of the humane treatment and valuing togetherness. Virtuous deeds cannot be performed without the true understanding of life which we experience as we live. Please make a note of this statement. The virtuous deeds cannot be performed without we understanding of life, without the true understanding of life which we experience as we live through the times. This also can be your thesis statement. Yes, Tanmay? This also can be your thesis statement, that the virtuous deeds can't be performed without the true knowledge or understanding of life which we experience as we live. Okay? See, when you get to UPSC, the desire was to get a job, get an IAS, power and everything. But once you are there, certain dimensions will start sinking into you. It's not about power or absence of power and all. You will try to understand the real purpose of you being there. If you understand the real purpose of you being there in the initial stages of your career, you will end up becoming a good public servant. See, every year thousands, 1000 average, chalo 500 average. It means ever since independence, even if I take average 500, 75 into 500. So many numbers, so many figures. What is 75 into 500? I don't know. 7 5 is 35, 3,50,000 average. Do we remember all of them? No. Why we remember only few? Because these are the people who rose to that occasion at early in the stages of their life and work for being humane, being helpful. That's what Vidyasagar sir told, no? You have to work for the people who nobody is there for as a voice for him. You have to be his voice. Then only you will end up being humane. You will end up being humane. Understand this. The last paragraph or page. हमने इसकी बात की थी, रेस्पॉन्सिवनेस कम्स विथ एक्सपीरियंस, मैच्योरिटी एंड विस्डम. ठीक है? अंडरस्टैंड, when you write an essay, I told you, no, you have to keep things in an open loop when you talk. That's why I said last में, the greatness of humanity is not in being human but in being humane. The greatness of humanity, not a person. The greatness of humanity, it means you are representing an entire species. You are representing an entire species for a positive effect, that is not only being human but being human. ठीक है? So first dimension तो चला गया, human being गया, So greatness is not only in being human, it is also being humane. So understand this value. So see, now एक छोटा सा discussion. How in our day-to-day life we can be humane? See, you don't have to be a monk. Don't have to do this. To being humane. What qualities you can imbibe early in your life that can make you humane in day-to-day perspective? Anybody? How to become humane in day-to-day? In day-to-day life. Very good. Being empathetic. Okay. मुश्किल है.
Being optimist.
Humane.
The concept of being a
Karma yogi. Okay. Karma yogi. Consciousness. Conscience. What else? Which is doable. छोटी सी. Not being judgmental. Helping. Not being judgmental. अरे अम्माई अंतेरा और अब्बाई अंतेरा. Not being judgmental. है ना? हाँ. Any judgmental statement? Any judgmental statement? Pallavi? Anything? Anything? Make a sweeping statement.
He cannot crack UPSC.
We cannot?
He cannot crack UPSC.
He cannot?
Crack UPSC.
अच्छा he will never crack UPSC. Okay. UPSC से बाहर हो यार साला जिंदगी में तो. हाँ. Sweeping statement. Mom doesn't know anything. अम्मा ने किया दिले दम. हाँ रुपया? But do you really feel she doesn't know anything? Definitely, sir. But tell me, do you really feel she doesn't know anything? She knows much better than you and your dad combined into 10. See, the beauty is she knows. See, understand, a lady, housemakers, especially the housemakers, see, to give up your own dreams is the biggest sacrifice. Every homemaker, if you prick Amma what you wanted to become, she will tell, don't touch me here because I am already at the stage of bursting. For this fellow who is declaring himself your dad and you were born, I sacrificed my dreams. Yes or no? Now the supreme sacrifice in this scenario is the sacrificing of your own dream for somebody whom you love and somebody who is born out of that love and affection. Tell me, will you be ready to do that sacrifice? No. Why that no? Selfishness. Selfishness. Yes or no? Why me? You stop. Why I should cook? You cook. You will cook. No.
And this is patrilineal society.
See, understand this. Why only women should make a sacrifice? Why not men? Because as she says, patrilineal society. But even in matrilineal society, things are not in shape. It means somebody at a receiving end. Why is it so? That only one side is sacrificing because they have made a choice. They have made a choice. It may not be a conscious choice. The conscious choice to take a choice, it is there. But maybe the situations forced that person to take that choice. If at the gunpoint I will tell Suhana, go to the Chaurasta and put a bomb. At gunpoint I will force her to do because I did not give her a choice. I said, if you don't do it, if she does that act, can she be victimized? No, because there was absence of free will. She was under pressure from me to perform an act. If her survivors prove that she was a victim of Oberoi sir and did that particular act, she is at least, though she may be dead, but she will be declared innocent and I will be declared the real culprit. So when you make a choice, and if it is your own choice for betterment of somebody, that is when the real dimension of being humane comes. See, it is not about only making a choice. You have to live with that choice throughout your life. The choice to give up your dreams is a very big choice, very difficult choice to make, and you are living with that choice every day. When you get up, you will tell yourself, I was supposed to be somewhere else, but I am somewhere else because I chose to. So let me do it happily. Understand this. So when you talk about day-to-day dimensions of life, try to understand how you can be humane in day-to-day life also. The first dimension you will tell is making a choice or a conscious decision to be humane. I won't hurt anybody. I won't make a statement that will hurt anybody. I will not pass a loose statement about anybody. It may appear somebody has done something wrong to you, but you tell yourself, I am nobody to judge because I do not know the flip side of the coin. So when you tell yourself, I do not know the flip side of the coin, it means that you will stop short of making a statement in that situation. When you stop short of making a statement in that situation, a controversy is avoided. The world became a more better place to live. Yes or no? So understand how day-to-day life may you can be humane by giving everybody their right to be what they are, provided their being right is not having a negative effect in the society. If their being right is up to them without any corresponding negative dimension in the society, you accept that person. Yes, you are different than me, it doesn't mean you are wrong or I am right or I am wrong or you are right. That's different. So understand, you don't have to become a Dharmatma or a Buddha to be humane. The thing that you need to make is, you need to make a choice to be humane. Understand this dimension. You don't have to become Buddha to be humane. Do you think he was the only person who is humane? एक हिंदी में कहावत है, अच्छे लोग जिंदा है तभी तो अभी दुनिया चल रही है. That's, you know, ये अच्छे लोग कौन है? ये अच्छे लोग वही लोग हैं. ये तो चला गया ना. अच्छे लोग कौन है? People who are doing small sacrifices in their life to ensure peace and tranquility at various places. वो घर हो सकता है, समाज हो सकता है, क्लास हो सकता है, कॉलेज हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Because people are making sacrifices with their personal life, that is the reason why peace is there. If there was a fight, believe me, when anthropology में तुमको पढ़ाया जाएगा, any anthropology student? Anthropology में तुमको पढ़ाया जाएगा, if the institution of marriage was not there, if the institution of marriage was not there, फिर तो लड़का और लड़की लड़के मर जाते. In the absence of institution of marriage, bonding and all, if there was that competition for survival between a man and a woman, man would have killed the woman. If man would have killed a woman, the future generation is gone. Because man cannot do anything on his own. He cannot create the next generation. So, in the process of evolution, marriage came as an institution to balance the conflict. Just imagine, when I am talking about process of evolution, when humans were hunter gatherers, if there was a competition between man and woman, फिर तो गया. Because the man is in some dimension, the physical strength is more, he will easily kill a woman. Khatam. If the woman is gone, the next generation is gone. So understand, when you talk about some dimensional change that is happening, understand, that's what the substance, be considerate of the substance that defines the real nature of a person. Understand. So why I am talking all this thing is, you have to talk at abstract level on these dimensions in your essay. It will come with practice. Okay? You continue to practice, it will come with practice. In this essay, anybody wants to add anything, they can, otherwise read through this. What is the Martin Luther King Jr. is saying? An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. హాస్టల్లో ఫుడ్ బాగాలేదు, బెడ్ బాగాలేదు, హాస్టల్ ఆంటీ బాగాలేదు, హాస్టల్ అంకుల్ బాగాలేడు. Rise above that. Rise above that. You have to rise above the individual concerns and talk about broader concerns of all humanity. What is the biggest broader concern of humanity today? The dying down of the emotions. The dying down of the emotions, the value systems that we have, what you call, got from generations to generations. Right? Yes or no? Understand this dimensions. Okay? Yeah. Anybody wants to add anything to this? If not, we'll open one more new slide and talk about something else. Bolo. Another 10 minutes to go. We'll pick up a topic from this in tomorrow's class. Which could be that topic? Come again? Sometimes we keep walls not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to. What will you write? ये essay में है तो first you will find a wall nearby. Go and do this. Can I break it or not? Huh? Tanmay? Think of a thesis statement here. Familiarity brings as a thesis statement, because your entire essay has to go around. कुछ स्लाइड्स मैंने आपको दिखाई नहीं है purposefully. We'll see some slides. Read this slide. You will understand the importance of your thesis statement. Check your ideas against your thesis statement. Everything you write should be driven by your thesis statement. Does the reader need to know this in order to understand or accept my thesis statement? Does this give evidence for my thesis statement? Whatever you are writing in the main body. Does this explain the reasoning behind my thesis statement? Does this show something about the consequences or importance of my thesis statement? Please make a note. That is when your thesis, that's why I said now, the main idea of your essay is nothing but your thesis statement. Simple question was asked to me in the interview. हालांकि that time philosophical essay 8 में से 1-2 essay आता था, not much. He asked me what is the importance of thesis statement in an essay. I said it is the soul and heart of your essay. If I can read the thesis statement, I know the entire mood and line of thought of an essay completely. Presence of mind, that's all, nothing else. tomorrow before coming to the class, you all will do the brainstorming on a topic that I will give you now from the 4 topics that came on the board. Don't worry, I will not give you the third topic. Don't neglect your WhatsApp statuses. Maybe you will get an essay from there. स्टेटस देखते ही ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग शुरू करो और जिसने भेजा उसको ब्लॉक करो. ठीक है? Because he is disturbing your peace of mind. There are some people who will unnecessarily send you good morning messages. रुपया क्या होगा रे तेरा? एंटी सोशल हो गई है तो बिल्कुल. The thing that hurts you the most or disturbs you the most is there is a motivation line to it. Instead of getting motivated, you get frustrated, and may not be demotivated but frustrated. If somebody reminds you the purpose of your life every day, then you will say, nahi yaar, at least this is not the purpose, somebody else should remind me the purpose of my own life. Generation change, understand, they will not understand. That's the problem. We will do the second essay tomorrow. Too much too soon can be, दिख तो रहा है इजी है बट डिफिकल्ट है. टू मच टू सून कैन बी detrimental. Yeah, Rajkumar. Anything? You have started brainstorming? Huh? He is feeling elated. Yeah, this was same related to your, the top of mountain is the bottom of next, the top of one mountain, the bottom of next. एक essay का topic I wanted to read for you, just to trouble you before I leave the class. It says, justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. नहीं समझ में आया? गलत है? गलत है? वन साइडेड? वंस अगेन, मतलब ये वंस मोर वो होता है ना. Justice will not be delivered or justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Manchivadi Maunamu, the silence of good man. अडॉल्फ हिटलर ने बोले ना, किसने बोले? This world has paid more price not because of the wrong deeds of a wrong man, but because of the silence of a good man. Understand this. It means if you do not raise your voice to something wrong in your surroundings, you are much more bad than the person who is actually committing something bad. Manchivadi Maunamu, లోకానికి చెడు. So you should not, but the breaking of silence will cost you. The inability to break the silence should not let you sleep if you are humane. बड़ी बड़ी बातें हो रही है जो प्रैक्टिकल नहीं है. How many of you have raised your voice when it was required? Personal experience. Paid a price for it? Anybody? See, raising voice does not mean going bash on regardless. Television voice raise. There is a way to raise voice without getting noticed, just to become hero. Mahesh Babu, you need not do it. The desire should be not to become a hero. The desire should be to stop something which is wrong or to bring a change. There is a dialogue, no, in some movie, I am forgetting the name. మంచి పని చేసేవాడు కనిపించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. విచ్ మూవీ? సమ్ మూవీ, ఐ డోంట్ రిమెంబర్. అల్లు అర్జున్స్ మూవీ, దట్ ఫర్ ఐ ఆల్సో నో. జూలై, డీజే. He says there is no need for a good person to be visible. It is a deed that should be visible. I need not be visible to anybody, but what I do should be visible and contributing to the society parallelly, positively. So understand these dimensions. So when you write thesis statements for these type of essays, remember the cinema dialogues and try to bring the thesis statements. Okay? Anybody having any doubts, you can ask. If not, we can break off. No doubts? अच्छा, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करके आना है. किसका करोगे? सेकंड. टू मच, too soon can be detrimental. Both easier. He started laughing already. See,
Is this the contradiction to the slide like reach not?
I have a reason for picking up essays. One essay we spoke, strive to live in deeds, not in years. But I am here saying too much, too soon is detrimental. So we'll see what it can. हाँ, कल बात कर, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करके आना. गूगल मत कर. गूगल करो तो पाप लगेगा. And the nature will take care of you. ठीक है? So no googling. We don't need Google. Believe me. If you start thinking, you will realize you don't need books. The day you start feeling you actually don't need books, you have elevated above UPSC. Then the journey becomes from pressure to सर ने बात की थी ना ये, from pressure, you are taking pressure. Today one girl I was counseling, I gave a question, the need for judicial review, the need for judicial review. Is there anybody sitting here who does not understand the word judicial review? Everybody generally knows something which the judiciary tries to see is correct or not. Yes sir. What is the need for judicial review? Was the question. She went around Keshavananda Bharati case, Minerva Mills case. I said कहीं और भी जाना था. When you're Lakshmikant, the first paragraph talks no judicial review. What is the US case reference? Matsbury case. 15 बार पढ़ लिया Lakshmikant. And very beautifully, whenever we read a chapter, this is a human habit. The first introductory paragraph we leave. NCERT including. NCERT तो बुक ही लेफ्ट किया सर, वो बात अलग है. if you read that one paragraph, believe me, you will understand the essence of that chapter. Why you talk about judicial activism, right? Activism, judicial review, fark hai. Judicial activism, you say, you blame the judiciary, you are unnecessarily encroaching in the domain of legislature and executive. But are we questioning what is leading to judicial activism? Is it only misadventure? No, maybe there is a pressing social issue which the government is not addressing. और जुडिशरी बोल रहा है अरे लोग केस कर रहे हैं और तू लॉ नहीं लेके आ रहा है. Why judiciary is active is the protector of the constitution is judiciary. It is nobody else. No other institution has been given the responsibility to protect the constitution other than judiciary. कोई और protect नहीं कर रहा है. It is the judiciary that is protecting the constitution. It says my job is to protect the constitution. I have so many lakhs and crores of cases pending. I have kept aside everything. I am talking about this because I have a primal responsibility to uphold the spirit of constitution. But we only see one side of the coin. I am not saying judiciary is all good. No, that is not the point. But understand, when you try to strike a conversation with the invigilator, you have to bring in the dimension which generally everybody will miss. To impress. To impress. When you go to see a girl, you by heart, no? If she asks me what is your favorite color, not only the color, I should have a good reasoning to say that this is my favorite color. That may impress her about my may, M-A-Y, may. ठीक है? Understand? ठीक है? So, see, UPSC का प्रेशर लोगे तो UPSC प्रेशर देगा. UPSC का प्लेजर लोगे तो UPSC प्लेजर देगा. It is up to you whether to take pressure or pleasure. Initial 3 महीना प्रेशर लगेगा. You will feel the pressure, heat. क्योंकि for 20 years you have been told to by heart. Suddenly Oberoi sir is telling, if you write what is there in the book, I will kill you. या तो ये पागल है या तो साले वो पागल थे. Understand this. UPSC does not want to know what is there in the books. Believe me. Mains के लिए, interview के लिए, he is not wanting you to know what is there in the books. No. Believe me. He is wanting to know what is your appreciation of that thing. Be it federalism, be it constitution, be it geography, be it history, be it any damn thing. He wants to know this information given to you, how you have processed it, how you have interpreted it, how you are expressing it. That is what UPSC wants to know. If it had been an exam of remembrance only, what is there in the book, then the best of the brains would have got through. I told you, the best of the brains don't make it. It is the most suitable brains. So now this suitability factor is understanding the message in that chapter and trying to reflect in your answer. If you are failing to do that, believe me, it will go. Understand, you be alive to your surroundings and try to talk. Today there is an article, abrogation of Article 370. Yes or no? The Chief Justice of India is asking. Who is asking? The Chief Justice of India. वो साला अनपढ़ है, सबसे ज़्यादा पढ़ा लिखा है. In the entire newspaper of today, probably the most knowledgeable person. He is asking a basic question. What is the question? What is the question? What is the headlines of today's Hindu newspaper? Open, front page. Read the statement. The Chief Justice of India, करंट अफेयर्स कोई भी नहीं खोल रहा है. वेरी गुड, करो लड़ो यूपीएससी की लड़ाई 5-6 साल. हाँ, आई एम हैप्पी. आई विल गेट टू बी विद यू फॉर 5 years. आई हैव माई ओन सेल्फिश इंटरेस्ट. हाँ, व्हाट इज द हेडलाइन? द CJI సార్ ఏ పేపర్లో చూడాలి సార్? చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ఫ్రంట్ పేజ్, జాకెట్ పేజ్ కాదు, జాకెట్ పేజ్లో యాడ్ ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ పేజ్, ఫ్రంట్ పేజ్, పేజ్ నెంబర్ 1. Today's article or yesterday's article? हाँ चलो yesterday's article. I am also growing old यार. उसमें क्या है? What is the question? The Chief Justice of India is asking when you will restore the statehood of J&K. Is it not the most difficult question to ask? Generally, in the process of evolution of a state, when the Britishers were there, Part C states. After Part C states, it became something else. Then they were made. First chapter, Indian polity, evolution of the constitution. What is the chronology? Part C states, centrally administered territories. Then you gave them union territory. Then you gave them statehood. This is what is the journey. In case of J&K तुमने उल्टा कर दिया, तो मतलब तुमने स्टेट से यूनियन टेरिटरी बना दिया. Did anybody question this at the time of abrogation of the article and making J&K union territory? No, because the judiciary has the responsibility to protect the tenets of the constitution, and one of the tenets of the constitution is federation. Yes or no? See, this center or the union has the power to alter the boundaries of any state, delete an existing state. I hope you are aware of it. If Modi decides tomorrow there is no Telangana, believe me, and you can't do anything about it. That's how your constitution has been written. Now, if he decides to remove Telangana, because the judiciary has the right to judicially review the decision of the government, he will see under the lens what is the reason. Because he has the responsibility to protect the federal spirit of your constitution. Yes or no? He will start questioning Modi. अच्छा तुमने J&K को union territory बनाया, कब state बता रहे बताओ? Because he wants to go back to the state where the state gets more freedom to operate. When it becomes union territory, everything is done by the lieutenant governor, who is a direct appointee of the union government. So it means your country will become a unitary form of government. So he is why is that news? Is because not that union territory and state, no, uphold the spirit of the constitution. If you do not understand this dimension of the news, then you can never understand why it is that in the. So don't go only by the heading. Some underwaters, some undercurrent waters are also important. Believe me, again I am making a statement. Believe me, no subject will bring you back in UPSC. No subject will be responsible for your failure in UPSC other than history. This is my personal experience I am sharing. Because history का कोई boundary नहीं है. History is unending. चला medieval history में चला गया तो तुम मर गए. ठीक है, एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री में चला गया तो मर गए. ठीक है, अंडरस्टैंड. एवरी अदर सब्जेक्ट हैज अ बाउंड्री. ज्योग्राफी हैज इट्स बाउंड्री, पॉलिटी हैज इट्स बाउंड्री. हिस्ट्री थोड़ा डेप्थ है. दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई मोर नंबर ऑफ क्लासेस आल्सो. इट इज एक्चुअली द करंट अफेयर्स दैट विल किल यू यूपीएससी में. इफ यू डू नॉट गिव दैट अटेंशन टू करंट अफेयर्स फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग, बिलीव मी, year after year current affairs is killing you and you will not come to know. You will continue to blame polity, economy, geography and history, but the real enemy is current affairs, and he will not let you know that it is me who is killing you. That's the beauty of current affairs. And after prelims, your entire GS paper 2, your entire GS paper 3, entire GS paper 4 is nothing but current affairs. Except for GS paper 1, only the part of history. Geography, he is again connecting with current affairs. So understand, out of 4 GS papers, 3.5 papers के लिए current affairs is important. And if you do not address that issue, and if you are living in a fool's world that reading newspaper is covering current affairs, there is no bigger fool than you. नो, करंट अफेयर्स गोज बियॉन्ड न्यूज़पेपर. अगर तुम रोज न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो और सोचते हो कि आज मैंने करंट अफेयर्स कवर कर लिया, तो तुम्हारे से बड़ा बेवकूफ आदमी कोई नहीं. You have to go beyond the newspaper is not for you. You are using it for yourself. The newspaper came for a different purpose. You are extracting some information from the newspaper. Tell me what happens in a day, in a year, or in a country or the world. Can it be brought into a newspaper? No. So only the most essential or more spicy things are there in the other things which are non-spicy but important for you are missing in the newspaper. It means you have to go beyond the newspaper. Understand that. The idea of making you attend the current affairs class is to reinforce the thought that current affairs is important. Reinforce the thought to teach you how to read current affairs, how to make notes for current affairs. Anuradha was asking me yesterday, sir, current affairs chadutunanu, but I am not getting time to revise. Believe me, if you do not make notes of the current affairs, you can never revise. Now the second big question is how to make notes. Understand? Find answers to the questions that are disturbing your sleep. Find answers to that. Raise that question in the class. Sir, ఇది అర్థం కాలేదు, or sir, is it enough at this level, or I am supposed to go beyond this? Sir, is this book enough, or I am supposed to go beyond this? Sir, is this article enough, or I am supposed to go beyond this? Yes or no? Yesterday somebody complained, sir, आपके जो special articles है 13 pages, 14 pages, 15 pages. But it will not take more than 15-20 minutes. It is very simple. I am trying to keep it in a very broad framework. More of pictures so that you can remember. That's the idea. But if you complain for me working hard, easier for me not to work hard. Understand this. So try to see, you have chosen a field where your nature of job is either reading or writing or taking decisions or traveling. यही चार करोगे. पांचवा काम कुछ कर ही नहीं पाओगे. Believe me. Either you are reading or writing or meetings or traveling to meeting. ये चार ही तुम्हारी जिंदगी खत्म हो जाएगी. Believe me. And if you are hesitating to read now, then how can you be happy in that life? Start pleasure. Don't take the pressure. You are asking. Many. It could be a magazine, it could be a special article, it could be Yojana, Kurukshetra, it could be a government website, it could be a Rajya Sabha TV, it could be PIB, it could be any damn thing. But understand, newspaper is not the end. Understand? There is nothing, all encompassing. If you believe a monthly magazine of one institute, make a choice, conscious decision. Believe me, ऐसा कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन का मैगजीन नहीं है who can say everything came from my, nobody. उस साला यूपीएससी का क्या सोर्स है उसको ही पता है. Just imagine, nobody has been able to break his source till date. उस साला कितना रिसर्च कर रहा है. The UPSC market, if I may use the word market, it's a huge market. In this huge market, 12 lakh people are studying every year. If not more, 4 to 5 lakh people are in the business. This 12 lakh people, this 5 lakh people, combinedly approximately 20 lakh people are searching for something. And this fellow is ahead of 20 lakh people. Understand? So you have to understand the dimension, how this guy is thinking. Of Chandra, kal some interview I was doing. I asked him, Chandrayaan 3, have you heard? She got elated. Arey, I know everything. I asked a simple question. What is the difference between India's launch and Russian launch? She started sweating. बोला इसमें difference भी था क्या? Obviously. if you did not study it in that depth and you restricted your understanding only to the headlines, gone. UPSC does not want. UPSC wants to know, do you know why India took so many time? Do you know if we missed this particular date of launch, when will be the date of next launch and why will be that date only? All these dimensions, why it costed so less to India to send something on this moon, why it costed so much to the other countries. Understand these dimensions. This is where your real knowledge will come out. The knowledge of Chandrayaan 3, moon, lunar, south surface, water, iceberg and all, that's not knowledge. The scientific knowledge is how did you reach there? When everybody, do you think Americans are idiots? Do you think Chinese are idiots? No. But how you could outsmart them and reach there before? That's the idea. And if you know the real that, because we took the support of science, physics to reach there, and we should have reached last time only. A small glitch, some small glitch happened and we could not execute the final soft landing. That's all. Pahunchna tak perfect timing. Only the last touchdown phase got disturbed. Other than that, excellent. This time we learned from our mistakes and we ensured that path, the drop down path is what we call कि इतना controlled होगा कि things will not be disturbed in any direction. So how we reach there is what the world wants to know now. Obviously, secret. The moment you get the All India first rank, you are ready to teach, no? Before that you are seeking knowledge. Suddenly when you became All India first rank, you started teaching to the world. Understand this. ठीक है? चलो, too much of ज्ञान.